Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm Anthony Delmedico.
And I'm Victor Kalberg.
Today is Friday, May 5th, 2023.
Today is an A Day.
Today we are featuring segments about 3 students in the spotlight and a piece on the baseball team.
Wendy Lewis, paraeducator at Marston School, has been named the Citizen of the Year by the Hampton Rotary Club. They held a wonderful reception at the Old Salt this week, where they had the opportunity to recognize Wendy for all she has done for our community.
Wendy's volunteer work for the Hampton PTA, Lane Library, and Village Preschool was recognized as well. We are very proud of you, Wendy. Congratulations.
Today's lunch will be mozzarella-filled, twisted topped breadsticks with marinara dipping sauce, veggie, fruit, and milk. That lunch sounds yummy, yummy.
This week, we have some students in the spotlight. First, there are 2 7th grade students who are part of the Civil Air Patrol, and we have another 6th grade student who does some special baking. Take a look at these interviews.
Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm here with Ryan and Dom, who are members of the Civil Air Patrol, which is an auxiliary of the United States Air Force. Ryan, can you tell me a little bit about the Civil Air Patrol and what they do?
So the Civil Air Patrol does drill, PT, and occasionally community services. And we meet on Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. and do drill.
And Dom, what is a PT?
So the PT is the first Thursday of every month, and you do pacer tests, sit-up tests, curl-up tests, sit and reach, and the mile run.
And is this your only uniform, or do you have other uniforms?
You have 3 uniforms. You have the blues, the ABUs, and the PT.
And what can someone do if they wanted to join the Civil Air Patrol?
If you want to join, go to go.civilairpatrol.gov.
Thank you both for being on Shark News. Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm here with 6th grader Scarlett Hardiman, who is a baker. Scarlett, when did you start baking?
About 5 years ago.
And how did you learn how to bake?
My mom taught me by me wanting to help with baking the cupcakes, and then I looked at the boxes and started getting better at it.
And what is your favorite thing to bake?
I like baking cupcakes a lot.
We're going to take a look at some of the pictures. Those look delicious. Thank you for being on Shark News, Scarlett.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. Today I'm here with Jadiel, Lucas, and Sean, who are all part of the Hampton Academy baseball team. So, Jadiel, how many games do you have this season, and when's your next one?
For now, we got 1 game, and I think the next game is going to be in the 8th.
Nice. And Lucas, so what are some things that your team you think could work on this year?
We definitely need to work on getting runners in and fielding the ball.
All right, and Sean, what do you think our strengths are?
I think we're quick, we're tall, and we're strong this year. We've got a strong team.
All right, perfect. Thank you guys for being on Shark News.
grade students will travel to Washington, D.C. next week, leaving Tuesday morning and returning Friday. We wish them a safe and fun trip.
This week, we have another monument to show you. It was built and researched by Jack and Brody. Take a look.
And now for the weather. Friday, we'll have mostly cloudy skies. The high temperature will be 52 degrees. Saturday, it will be generally sunny. There will be a high temperature of 67 degrees. And on Sunday, there will be partly cloudy skies. The temperature will be 67 degrees.
This week, we have one weather photo. Beautiful Tampa water, sent in by Jack Hafey. Thanks, Jack, for sending that in. Remember, you can send your weather photos into sharknews@saa90.org.
There are no birthdays this weekend, so celebrate you.
Today is Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. It is a national holiday in Mexico.
On that date in 1862, Mexican troops defeated invading French forces in a battle at Puebla, Mexico. The Mexican people remember the event by listening to political speeches and watching parades.
Reenactments of the battle are often part of the celebration as well. In the United States, Cinco de Mayo is observed by people of Mexican descent. The holiday is a festive celebration of the heritage of Mexican Americans.
In many cities, there are parades and events following the Mexican culture and music, dancing, and food.
Cinco de Mayo in English means the 5th of May. That's the day in 1862 when the Mexican army won a surprising victory over the French at the Battle of Puebla. They were outnumbered nearly 2-1. Many people think Cinco de Mayo celebrates Mexican independence, but that's not actually true. Mexico had been independent from Spain since 1810, but was unable to pay its debts to Europe. France saw an opportunity to move in and claim territory. 6,000 French troops set out to attack Puebla, a small town in eastern Mexico. But an underdog force of about 2,000 loyal Mexicans defeated them. Their heroism was a source of great pride for the people of Mexico. Today, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated more in the U.S. than it is in Mexico, especially in areas with large Mexican-American populations, like Los Angeles and Chicago. It is celebrated with Mexican food, mariachi music, dancing, and other special customs. Cinco de Mayo honors the strength and courage of the Mexican people at the Battle of Puebla, and a victory that seemed impossible. Have you ever overcome an obstacle that made you want to celebrate?
Our fact of the day is a question for you. What fruit do Americans eat upwards of 80 million pounds of on Cinco de Mayo?
Our thought of the day comes from Joe Baca, who is an American Democratic politician who served as a U.S. representative in Congress.
He said Cinco de Mayo has come to represent the celebration of the contributions that Mexican Americans and all Hispanics have made to America. Joe Baca.
This week's joke was submitted by Brandy Hardiman. Thanks for sending that in.
Hey, Deacon. Today in science class, I made a chemistry joke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but there was no reaction.
Our answer to the fact of the day is this.
Americans eat millions of avocados on May 5th.
Since Americans eat plenty of guacamole on Cinco de Mayo, avocado sales boom every year.
According to the California Avocado Commission, we eat up to 80 million pounds of avocados on Cinco de Mayo in the United States alone.
And remember,
before you speak,
text,
chat,
or post,
ask yourself,
is it kind?
Is it true?
And is it necessary?
And remember the Academy way.
Manage yourself.
Act responsibly.
And respect yourself and others.
Go out there and make it a great day.